Hi everyone, I'm Snigdha from Bodhi, and today we are going to talk about inner child healing. So, first, let's talk about what inner child is. Your inner child has been with you right from the time of conception throughout your childhood, and it holds memories and beliefs from your childhood which are still there today. You still have those memories, thoughts, and beliefs, and you may not realize it, but it's always there in your subconscious mind. So, growing up, you may have had some wonderful memories, some bad memories, and it's usually the bad memories that stay behind and require that inner child healing. It's not only bad memories, but it could be things like abuse or a parent's divorce. It could also be maybe because your parents have not had a good marriage. It could be other factors also like unmet financial needs. You were financially not well off, so you didn't get a lot of the things that your friends had. It could also be more of the physiological needs like your basic needs, shelter, food. You didn't get sufficient food, you didn't have safe housing. A lot of these factors contribute to your inner child being wounded and requiring to heal. In some cases, the source of the wound could come from emotional needs being unmet, or maybe your parents paying attention to your sibling more than you. It could be comparison. It could also be maybe your teachers talking to you harshly. So, an inner child wound could stem from many things. It could also be a close friend or family member moving country, somebody who you were really close to and you couldn't see them anymore, which could cause attachment issues in your adulthood. Most of the time, children do not forget what they've gone through in their childhood. If it was a bad experience, they try to bury it and not think about it, but it's still there in their subconscious mind. And even now, the way a parent is treating their child, if they think beating their child is good and that the child will grow up to be a better person and won't remember, that's not how it works. A child will always remember what they've gone through in their childhood, and that's what makes them the person they are when they are adults. So they start behaving in a certain way because of incidents that have happened in their childhood. The first way you can start healing an inner child wound is start off by meditation. When you meditate, you have access to your subconscious mind. So you can access thoughts, you can do a guided meditation which takes you back and access thoughts from your subconscious and figure out what happened in your life when you were young that has caused you to have an inner child trauma or a wounded inner child. That's one way of going about it. Post meditation, you can also start journaling. So, from whatever you remember from your meditation, you can note it down in a journal so that you don't forget it. So that every time you meditate, you may remember new points which you can start writing about. Do not try to block out any of the negative memories. You need to access those memories, think about it, remember what you've gone through, and at times it may be really difficult. So, if you're upset, you need to cry, you need to let it out, you need to scream, but you need to acknowledge the feelings that you felt, the emotions, and what you have been through. You can reach out to trusted family members from your past or trusted talk to. Of course, it's not possible for everyone to have a person like this in their lives, but if it is possible, it will be very helpful. When you're in meditation and thinking about your childhood, feel the emotions that are coming to you. Feel it and be aware of what you're feeling. Do you feel guilt? Do you feel anger? Do you feel jealousy? What feelings are coming to you while you're doing your meditation or your inner child healing? Try to relate those emotions that you felt as a child to the experiences that you felt that happened when you were a child, and then connect it to when you feel those emotions now in your adulthood and what those situations and experiences are. that are causing those emotions and see if there is a connect between the two. An example of this would be in your childhood, perhaps your parents paid more attention to your sibling and you felt neglected. So in your adulthood, it could be that you're possessive about your friends or the close people in your life, and you don't like it if they pay too much attention to someone else because you think that their attention is going to be taken away from you again. Now, here's another technique. If you feel that when you were a child, you didn't have enough money, or your parents didn't have enough money to buy you certain things, and you always felt a bit jealous of your friends having more things, fancier things than you did, try to think of a time when you really, really wanted something. It could be something like a Barbie doll or something really small. It could even be a chocolate. It could be a Dairy Milk chocolate wherein your parents weren't able to afford that at that point. At this point in your life, if you can afford that and you're financially well settled, you should go and buy yourself that one thing that you really, really wanted and you didn't get as a child. Even if it is something as small as a chocolate or an ice cream, that particular chocolate or ice cream that you really wanted and you couldn't have at that time because money was tight. Go out and buy that for yourself today and see how it makes you feel. Or even if it is a Barbie doll and you may think, oh, I'm too old for dolls now, buy that Barbie doll that you wanted and keep it with you. That's yours. That isn't a toy for your child or for anyone else. That belongs to you. Talk to your inner child. You may find it a little odd to do this, but it really helps. So, if you have a good imagination, imagine yourself as a child, or if you have a picture of yourself, take that picture out and talk to the picture. Imagine a time when you were feeling really sad or upset when you were small. I'll take the same example where you felt your parents were not giving you the attention, so you didn't feel that you were loved. Take that incident and revisit that situation where you talk to your inner child and you tell your inner child how much you love him or her. Tell her, I love you, and tell her that whatever she's doing and whatever she feels is understood by you, and that you see her and that you completely understand what she's going through and you agree with her. Talk to your inner child and heal those emotions that you felt or the resentment that you felt towards the person who made you feel that way. Sometimes inner child trauma is very deep and you may need professional help to help you get out of it or to help you with these activities that I have suggested. There's also age regression, which comes under hypnotherapy, and you can do that and access your subconscious mind where these memories are hidden. If you're interested in inner child healing, you can reach out to me. And if you are interested in the content on my page,